Okay, so with this lesson, we're looking at how to check your midterm essay feedback. And this is very important for the reason of minding the gap. So if you've been my student, you should know what this means. What does it mean to mind the gap? This means to look for your mistakes. It's not enough to just get your grade back and look at your midterm grade and say, oh, I got a 85%, I'm good, or I got a 60%, I need to work. No, you should always be looking for that. Look for that portion that you didn't get. So if you got 85, that means you got 15% lost. So what was that 15%? Why did that happen? So to check, we go to MyGust, and then you scroll down to whatever week it is, the midterm. So we had two midterm assignments in that week. We had the quiz and then the Turnitin one. So we're going to click on the Turnitin one. It's going to take you to the actual assignment. You can see when you posted it, the title of the assignment, when you submitted it, how much of it is plagiarized, your overall grade, and then this is the thing that I want you guys to look at. This little blue pencil here, you click on that, and it's going to take you to the feedback studio. This is where you can read the rubric, the grade, you can look at your essay and see why did you get that grade. So for example, this student, Rafiq, he got a 67. So if you click on view rubric, what happens, it opens up the rubric and you can see what part of the rubric was clicked. So here you have very good, good, average, inadequate, poor, and I think there's one more. So here for the introduction, support, conclusion. So on intro, Rafiq got inadequate, right? For support, he got very good. And then for conclusion, he got average. So what does this tell us? This tells us that Rafiq needs to work on his introduction, and his body paragraphs are doing pretty well. So he should probably focus more on practicing for introductions for the next exam. Also after that, probably conclusions would be something he should work on because it's at best it's average. So for also, what I like about this feedback studio, this would be the actual essay, and what you see is the instructor highlights things and they will leave comments, needs flow, needs thesis, needs an example after the point, is this connected? So these are some of the things that we've worked on throughout the semester, so you should understand all of these because we've talked about flow, we've talked about thesis, we talked about having sentences that are connected and not. And finally, I'm going to check. So this is something that you should have done before the next class. Because when I go into the midterm essay, it will give me a little check mark here like this, showing me that you have checked your essay. And it'll say something like student viewed the paper, and it tells me exactly when the student viewed it. So that's what you need to do. You need to go and check your essay, check your rubric, check the comments, and be ready to talk about that in class, okay? Because I'm going to ask you what areas did you do poorly on and what areas did you do well on.